Hi everyone, my name is Kelly. This is my presentation on the intersection of mental health and physical health. So today we're going to be talking about what a healthy person is or is defined as, how physical and mental health are related, the benefits of physical activity, and how mental health affects physical health. Towards the end, I will be sharing some self-care and healthy habit tips. So when we think of a healthy person, we think just like the physical parts of, um, you know, the physical parts of the person. So, like eating healthy, staying active. But I think there's a lot more to being healthy. That it comes with like taking care of your mind, exercising your brain, being emotionally stable. But let's take a look at what the World Health Organization defines as a healthy person. So they state that the absence of disease does not define good health. It is a total of a person's physical, mental, and social well being. Your health is not just associated with your physical well being, it is a product of your overall well being. Good mental health is not defined by the absence of mental health disorders. It's characterized by positive traits like the ability to relax, to enjoy life, and to adapt to the changes of life. So, how does physical and mental health relate? Physical health and mental health go hand in hand. If we have a physical injury, this can lead to mental health issues like depression, anxiety. Physical activity can bring benefits to our mental health. I know I've always heard that like exercising, you get like a runner's high, like after your workout, you feel like really good. And that can also help with anxiety, relieving stress, elevating your mood, and reducing um, just the overall stress. Healthy eating can then also improve your mental and physical health. So it's a lot of relations there. So the benefits of physical activity, I kind of already talked about this, but exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression, and a negative mood, and by improving self-esteem and cognitive functions. So exercise has also been found to alleviate symptoms such as low self-esteem and social withdrawal. You just feel more confident when you exercise. You feel good about yourself. So it does have a lot to do, with um, with physical activity. I know that sometimes it's a mental game with physical activity. You kind of have to push yourself all the time. Sometimes you don't want to get the workout done, but after the workout, you feel great. So, how does mental health affect physical health? Mental health issues can come with crippling symptoms that can affect our physical health, such as headaches, fatigue, digestive problems, and anxiety. This can lead to like upset stomachs or other symptoms like being unable to sleep, restlessness, and difficulty concentrating. I know because I've had anxiety like my whole life, and I remember like always having stomach problems and not knowing like what it was. I would eat healthy, change my diet, exercise, but I would still have, I would go to the doctor and they would tell me like, "Oh, you're fine, like nothing's wrong with you." And then finally, I switched doctors, and one of them they suggested that I might have anxiety, and so we tried a couple of like coping mechanisms. I did therapy, and I think my stress like reduced a lot, and my stomach problems kind of disappeared. So that was really interesting for me. Um, so here are some self care and healthy habit tips. I liked to walk every day. I at least try to get like 10,000 steps, or 3 miles, and it helps when you have somebody to walk with, like a partner or a family member, or even your dog. I walk with my dog, and I try to get, since it's been nice out lately, 3 miles every day. Um, of course, eating healthy and eating regular meals can really help your physical and mental health, um, as well as staying hydrated. Um, you also want to make sure that you prioritize sleep. Sleep is very important to our mental and physical health. Um, we want to be well rested for the next day so that we can be productive and get things done and just feel good about ourselves. That is like one of my top things that really bother me is like when I'm tired and I just don't get enough sleep or rest. Um, and on that note, trying to relax or doing a relaxing activity. This can be like stretching, coloring, watching TV. Um, it can be painting, anything that, kind of eases your mind where you don't have to think too much. Um, the next thing for me, setting goals and like having like a list of your priorities. This has helped me out a lot, especially during school. I kind of make a list of like what like priorities, like a checklist of like what I need to get done, my bills, and I think it really helps me stay on track, and helps me to keep organized. I think everybody should make like a list or like a checklist, or even just writing down like the things that you need to get done. Um, really helps me to stay on track, and it's like a helpful reminder of all the things that you just need to do. It's really easy to forget like an assignment or a task, so it's good to write things down. Practice gratitude. Being thankful for the little things can bring you a lot of happiness, because you sit down, you think, you can be mindful of just all the things that you have that you take for granted, and sometimes you just need to slow down and think about what we have and just appreciate those things. Um, the next thing is focus on positivity. For me, I have cut out a lot of people that were like dragging, like kind of draining, like being like negative. And this goes for like family members as well. Like anyone that kind of brings me down or like um, is just negative, I kind of separate myself from them. And you don't have to cut them off completely, but maybe just like keep a distance. You're able to choose who you want to be around. Like as an adult, you don't have to like be around anyone that you don't want to be around. Having those boundaries are very important. Um, and lastly, staying connected. For me, staying connected means like being present, and just like knowing my surroundings, and kind of just like reflecting on my day or my week. Um, it keeps me grounded for sure. And I think everybody should, just take a moment to reflect on your day that you had and point out like the good things that happen and not focus on the bad. Um, I always try to like at least accomplish one thing every day, because it makes me feel good about myself. So like, say I walked my dog, um, that is an accomplishment for me. Or I ate healthy. I had one healthy meal, or I woke up on time, or I woke up early, or I'm getting into bed early. Those are all really, really good things that people don't think of it as an accomplishment, but honestly, it's hard. So you know, give yourself some credit for the little things that you do. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. These are my oh, I have some fun facts actually. So some fun facts. On average, a person has 3.4 poor mental health days per month, and being a working adult, we do not get enough. Like, we don't get enough sick days or mental health days. PTO. Like, we only get a certain amount, and yeah, it's hard to like cope with those days where it's hard to get through. Um, so also among those who exercise, the number of poor mental health days dropped by more than 40%. So that's good to know. Youth depression rates have risen since the pandemic. 12.9% to 25.2%. And I definitely see this working at a school. I've noticed a lot of kids with more anxiety, or having trouble like socializing. Um, and I think that's really from like the whole year and a half or almost 2 years of being isolated. But I think we're now getting more into the groove of things, and it's becoming more normal that we're in school now. So I hope that it just gets better. Mental health illness can affect people of any age, race, religion, income, which not a lot of people know. People think that because you live in poverty, that those are the only people that are affected by mental illness, but really, we see it all across like socioeconomic statuses. Um, mm, Members of the LGBTQ community are almost 3 times more likely to experience a mental health condition, such as major depression and generalized anxiety disorder. This fact really stood out to me because, you know, um, the LGBTQ community, they experience a lot of, hurdles, and sometimes they don't get enough support, um, and it's just really sad to see. And here are my references, and thank you guys for watching.